Kepther E. In April 2017, a YouTube channel with no profile picture started uploading strange videos. Most had no titles, just default file names. The footage? Random shots of nature, buildings, nothing special. Until you realize the videos were uploaded out of order. When arranged chronologically, the channel documented stalking, dead animals, and what appeared to be kidnappings and murders. The presentation was so realistic that people genuinely questioned if it was real. In January 2020, after uploading for 2.5 years, the entire channel vanished, banned from YouTube. This is Kept Here, or, as it was spelled on the channel, Kepther E. And it's one of the most disturbing found footage ARGs ever created. The channel had 114 videos when it was deleted. The key to understanding it? The file types. DV files were from Alex's mini DV camcorder. P files were from a couple's DSLR camera. DSCF files were from a girl's digital camera. And IMG files were phone footage. Each file type was a different perspective, and they all connected to the same horrifying story. Alex was the main cameraman. He filmed everything: clouds, trees, ants, parking lots. Completely mundane stuff. But scattered throughout, footage of him stalking women, peering through their windows at night, following them through malls. And then there was the 3-story house. Inside this abandoned building, Alex documented something called The Project. A naked man with a bag over his head, Baghead, was being held captive. A dead raccoon rotting on the floor became the series' timeline marker. The more decomposed it was, the later in the timeline you were. But Alex wasn't alone. Someone named Kevin was pulling the strings. Kevin had created Baghead by drugging and conditioning a victim with pills. He trained him using a clap system. 1 clap meant bury the body. 2 claps meant clean up the crime scene. 3 claps was unclear. 4 claps meant time to go. The project was killing people. Women were stalked, murdered, and dumped in construction sites and rivers. All the random locations Alex filmed earlier. Their deaths were photographed on Polaroids and hung in a shed. Bodies were disposed of by Baghead, while Kevin and his accomplices filmed everything. One of those accomplices was a girl known as Cigarette, named after the most memorable thing she did on camera. Her footage showed her hanging out with friends, walking through woods, normal stuff. But she was bait, luring victims to the project. Then there was Elowen and her boyfriend Matt. Elowen lived next door to Alex's 3-story house. She and Matt went on a camping trip near the property and filmed vlogs for YouTube. While they were camping, Alex stalked them at night, filming Elowen while she slept. This explains her bad dreams about hearing footsteps around the tent. They were real. But here's where it gets interesting. Alex left them a tape. Alex dropped one of his DV tapes at their campsite. The tape showed the project's crimes, including Baghead dumping a murder victim's body. Matt found it, watched it, and tried to get answers. He went to Alex's friend Liam, whose face appeared in the footage. Then Matt made a fatal mistake. He went to the 3-story house to confront Alex. Kevin killed Matt with a sledgehammer. 3 claps summoned Baghead to drag Matt's body away. Kevin and Alex then disposed of Matt's car. And while driving it, Alex stopped at a gas station where Elowen worked. She ran up to the window thinking it was Matt. When she saw Alex, she apologized and walked away. She had no idea her boyfriend was already dead. But Alex wasn't the villain. He was a victim. Throughout the series, characters mentioned that Alex is autistic or mentally ill. He had trouble talking to people. He compulsively recorded everything. Kevin had manipulated him into documenting the project's crimes, and Alex tried to stop it. The tape he left for Matt and Elowen? That was a cry for help. Inside the 3-story house, next to the rotting raccoon, Alex had written, "Please don't steal my tapes. Please, God is watching." He believed if someone found the footage, they could expose Kevin. But his attempt to save Elowen got him killed. In a video titled Alex, we see Kevin standing up from a dark corner. Then the screen cuts to a photo of someone impaled through the throat. That was Alex. After Alex's death, Kevin continued filming. He killed Cigarette because she told her friend too much about the project. He likely killed Baghead. Security camera footage from Elowen's house suggests he killed her and her mother too. You can hear a trap trigger when someone enters. Kevin burned the Polaroids, destroyed the evidence, and uploaded everything to YouTube under the channel name Kept Here, using it as personal storage. The final video was uploaded in 2020. It's silent footage of someone walking through the 3-story house, now abandoned and covered in dust, leaves, and spiderwebs. Years had passed. Kevin had gotten away with everything. and he was the only one left to tell the story. The series was banned from YouTube in 2020, likely due to graphic content, full frontal nudity, dead animals, and extremely realistic torture scenes. People genuinely believed it was real. Kept Here is still available on Internet Archive, but watch at your own risk. Gustav Johansson. In December 2010, a Minecraft player named Eric Anderson was chosen to beta test an unreleased version of the game. What he didn't know was that this version had a feature Mojang never advertised. The game was learning about him, and it was using that knowledge to torture him. This is the Gustav Johansson ARG. The story begins with two Mojang employees, Emma and Gustav Johansson. They discovered Minecraft had an adaptability feature. The game literally learns about you as you play. Your losses, your fears, your worst memories. Then it recreates them in-game. Emma and Gustav were horrified. They started sending emails threatening to expose the company. "We found out how you're doing it. The public won't be impressed." Mojang invited them to a peace meeting in Malmo, Sweden. They even paid for the train tickets, but it was a trap. On the day of the meeting, Gustav stayed home sick. Emma went alone. Mojang had purchased a crane and either swung it into the train or left it on the tracks. The train crashed. Emma died. Mojang held a press conference claiming two employees had tragically died, pretending Gustav died too. The perfect cover-up. Except Gustav survived, and he knows what they did. Years later, Gustav started posting videos online, exposing what happened to Emma and what Mojang's doing to players. The main evidence? Eric Anderson's gameplay footage. Eric was chosen to beta test Minecraft, likely because he was related to Emma or Gustav. Mojang wanted to see how far the personalization could go. As Eric played, horrifying things started happening. A red-colored player entity appeared in the fog, Red Steve, watching him mine, appearing in dark corners, stalking him through his world. The terrain he'd built on completely reshaped between sessions. And then Emma's ghost appeared. A woman with a distorted dark face lunged at him in the mines. Text appeared on screen. "Eric, I am here. You are not alone." The game was recreating Eric's trauma about Emma's death. It knew about the train crash, so it manifested the memory in his world. Villagers named Emma appeared. A minecart system showed up that he never built. A cartography table spawned with a map shaped like Sweden. When Eric checked the map, his house was on one end, a village on the other, and where he was standing marked exactly where the train crash happened. A villager named Emma got in a minecart. Eric accidentally pushed it. He screamed, "No, my train!" The game was torturing him with the memory of Emma's death. But Eric wasn't the only victim. Other players reported similar experiences. Lindsay Brown had two dogs in real life. One died. When she played Minecraft and tamed a dog in-game, it vanished. The game personalized her copy by taking away her virtual dog, just like real life. A player named Luis lost his home to a tornado. A friend recommended Minecraft to help him relax. In-game, a massive tornado appeared and ripped him away from his base. Text appeared. "We know about your house, Luis, and we always know." The game had recreated his worst trauma. According to Gustav's posts, Mojang created an unreleased commercial advertising the adaptability feature. It cheerfully explained how Minecraft learns from you, but buried in the fine print was this: Mojang is not responsible for potential stress, anxiety, depression, seizures, psychological damage, injury, and/or death. If you experience anything unnatural, contact Mojang first. All other attempts at contacting law enforcement will be futile. You know better than to do that. They were threatening players to stay silent, just like they silenced Emma. The Gustav Johansson ARG asks a disturbing question. What if a game could read your life and weaponize it against you? What if the company behind it was willing to kill to keep it secret? Red Steve might be Emma's digital ghost trapped in the code, or he's a manifestation of the personalization system itself, an entity that always watches, always knows, always learns. Gustav survived the train crash Mojang thought killed him, and he's still out there posting videos, trying to expose what they did to Emma and what they're doing to players. The adaptability feature isn't real, but the horror it represents is. A game that knows you better than you know yourself, and uses that knowledge to become your nightmare. 2 ARGs explained, 2 more coming soon. If you want more deep dives into internet mysteries and horror ARGs, subscribe to The Dread Archives.